There was a time when the look of a car was not truly designed. Parts had a way of being tacked on with little regard for appearance. Then, as style became a strong selling point, a more unified shell grew around the car. This was styling from the outside in, beauty only skin deep. But now, Chevrolet presents Sculpturamic styling, the most fully unified styling ever known in an automobile. Here is a dramatic reduction in height, just 57.4 road-hugging inches, 2.5 inches lower. A car wider than ever, 77.7 inches of luxury look, nearly 4 inches wider than last year. A car reborn in new, longer silhouette, 209.1 inches overall length, over 9 inches longer, rakish extra length, well carried by a longer 1958 wheelbase of a full 117.5 inches. Yes, for 1958, all new styling goes far deeper than details of exterior trim, outward silhouette, and surface looks. In fact, it goes clear down to the most exciting newness in Chevrolet history. The entirely new, unique safety girder frame. Conventional side rails are eliminated. The space that would normally be taken by the frame side rails is occupied in 1958 by the underbody of the car with built-in side rails, thus affording the lower silhouette. This dramatic frame and body design achieves the silhouette with not less, but rather up to 3 inches more rear legroom in sedan models. Room to relax in, to stretch out in, and enjoy. Yes, there's comfort, function, common sense built into Chevrolet's new, longer, lower, wider look. It's beauty with a purpose. It's sculpturamic styling. For example, the new front end. Notice how all the elements combine into a rich continuity of line. There is permanent beauty in the new rectangular grille. Made of sterling anodized aluminum, the grille screen resists pitting, rusting, or staining for long-lasting appearance. Unified design, too, in the bold new bumper. The generous wraparound adds protection to front-end sheet metal. And the sculptured flow of the broad front fenders forms protective crowns over the headlamps. And what lamps! New dual headlamps as standard equipment on all models are perfectly blended into the front-end design. Neat, clean, balanced styling. Sculptured perfection. Another example of Chevrolet's new integrated styling, dual-styled parking lamps accent a uniformity of effect. The inner lamps are decorative. The outer ones light up for parking and directional signals. And here is the proud hallmark, the Chevrolet Medallion. A bright metal V identifies V8-powered models, while models with 6-cylinder engines bear the Medallion alone. The half-inch lower hood has a new eager-for-action look. It's just a little over 39 inches high. Hood ornaments are not used. This leaves the front end with a fresh, completely new look. The new ventilation intake joins right into the cowl design. This has a triple purpose. It adds a smart styling note, it provides body strength, and there is about 10% greater ventilation capacity than previous plenum chamber designs. In 1958, the broad horizon seems even broader in a Chevrolet because there's more spacious windshield area, 1,135.4 square inches, 48 more than ever before. Even greater wraparound, too, for safe, comfortable visibility. The wide-lance side molding is distinctively different for each series. For instance, on all Bel Air models, a sterling anodized aluminum insert panel is used with two-toning. On solid color models, this area is painted in a contrasting color. The very look of motion shines in the new wheel discs. Both deluxe wheel discs and hubcaps feature 3 radial fins converging on a center disc decorated with crossed flags. To the rear are new fender lines as graceful as a gull in flight. Perfect expression of sculpture in steel. How beautifully the deck lid follows the inner curvature of the fenders. The trunk design features more usable trunk room. You can stand those big suitcases upright with plenty of clearance for the corners. And here again, as in the front, the sculptured design, together with rugged wraparound bumper protection, maintains the front styling theme. And there's all new taillight design. All sedan models have dual taillights. Station wagons have one tail lamp, while the Impala Sport Coupe and convertible have three. The new fuel filler door opens with easy pressure, and when it's not in use, it blends smoothly into the unbroken line of the rear. Now, let's accept the invitation of that open door and see how the interior, too, features clean-lined, sculptured beauty. The lines of the new instrument panel flow into the lines of the car. The radio speaker grill is again located on top of the instrument panel. The glove compartment is more conveniently located nearer the right. Spanning the entire instrument cluster is the new oblong speedometer. Notice how all instruments and controls add to interior beauty and harmony. And they are positioned for maximum convenience and visibility. Notice, too, the clean, balanced appearance of the interior components. For example, the smart new transmission quadrant, flanked by key turn starter and windshield wiper control knobs. The distinctive new steering wheel features advanced dual-spoke, deep hub design. The wheel is 17 inches in diameter, 1 inch smaller, to provide additional room and comfort. And Chevrolet's luxury lounge interiors feature a vast new array of nylon-faced pattern cloths and vinyls in striking new colors. In any series, the most luxurious trims ever created in Chevrolet's field. All are beautifully color-keyed to exterior color combinations. And what exterior colors! 15 solid colors, 14 two-tones to choose from. 13 new colors: Glen Green, Forest Green, Honey Beige, Rio Red, Silver Blue, Snowcrest White, Cashmere Blue, Fathom Blue, K Coral, Arctic White, Tropic Turquoise, Aegean Turquoise, and Anniversary Gold. Yes, for 1958, Chevrolet presents Sculpturamic Styling, beauty that's more than skin deep. The newest concept in automotive design, giving the 1958 Chevrolet the full-bodied, unified beauty that vividly creates the thrilling shape of motion. The Sculpturamic Chevrolet, the sales leader for 58.
Sure, everyone loves a parade. The big and most exciting parade for all car-loving Americans is a parade of new cars. And the most important of all is the sensational parade of 1958 Chevrolets. Chevrolet for 1958 series and models, pass in review. 4 big new series are featured in Chevrolet's 58 parade. There are 17 beautiful models, including the newly styled Corvette, the only true American sports car. In all, the most glamorous cars ever to grace the highway. And the leader of Chevrolet's parade is the Economy Del Rey series, all new in 58 with 3 sparkling models. The Del Rey 4-door sedan, a big car designed with economy in mind. In a class all by itself, this series highlights a distinctive side molding treatment, thin pillar styling, and two-toning. The Del Rey 2-door sedan, plenty of room for 6, with comfort and convenience far beyond anything ever offered in an economy model. For added beauty on all models, the word Del Rey in script on the rear fender accentuates the bright metal treatment. And inside, new luxury lounge interiors, Long-lasting pattern cloth and vinyl provide practical, handsome styling in gunmetal and silver. Durable rubber floor mats are used both front and rear. The Del Rey utility sedan has what it takes for the man who carries his business with him. The same smart styling of the Del Rey series, with plenty of room inside for luggage or other cargo. Features such as front seat room for 3 and enormous carrying space in the rear compartment and trunk make this the ideal business car. And the Del Rey series has its own specially appointed deep hub dual-spoke steering wheel. New freshness and all-around glamour are displayed in the Biscayne series. It's the middle-priced series of the 58 Chevrolet line and features 2 Sculpturamic-styled models. The Biscayne 4-door sedan is bound to be a family favorite. Distinctive Biscayne side molding underlines and strengthens the long, low design, and thin pillar styling gives this series the modern hardtop appearance. Newly designed hubcaps add a touch of glamour to the exteriors. The sterling anodized aluminum insert panel between the side molding on two-tone Biscayne models is a beauty mark that will keep its brilliance. This insert area is painted in the body color on solid color models. Inside, the Biscayne reflects the elegance of the exterior. New seat styling contributes to the appearance of luxury. New nylon-faced fabrics in color combinations keyed to exterior colors add to the overall luxury lounge interior. A distinctive metal insert highlights the restyled instrument cluster. The Biscayne steering wheel features a bright metal bar with a special design on the hub area. And as on all 58 Chevrolets, the steering wheel is smaller for increased driver comfort and convenience. A modern missile design on the door panel is surrounded by contrasting, durable, easy-to-clean vinyl. The newly designed armrests are vinyl covered with molded plastic base. Biscayne upholstery features pattern cloth in a basket weave design and leather-grained vinyl available in 5 three-tone combinations, color-keyed to the exterior. Vinyl-coated rubber flooring, color-keyed to the interiors, is used front and rear. The Biscayne 2-door sedan has clean, sweeping lines which put the emphasis on elegance and freshness. And now, the Bel Air series, the rich styling leader of the 58 Chevrolet Sculpturamic line, featuring 6 luxuriously styled models. The Bel Air Sport Sedan, gleaming beauty from every angle in every piece of bright metal. Enhanced with advanced styling techniques, the Bel Air series is a breathtaking luxury line. A wide, bright metal molding, fluted at the forward end, emphasizes the sleek contours of this dazzling performer. New front fender ornaments accent the long, flowing lines. Full wheel discs enhance the appearance of the lower body design. And on the inside, beautiful, long-lasting body cloth combined with vinyl produces the glamorous 1958 luxury lounge Bel Air interiors, which are offered in 6 color combinations, each color keyed to the exterior. Rich, bright metal adds styling flair to the design of the exclusive Bel Air steering wheel and complements the easy-to-read instruments. A contrasting metal insert flows across the entire instrument panel and features the name Bel Air in bright metal script. Standard equipment on the Bel Air includes a clock and cigarette lighter. There's beauty in the masterful blending of 3 colors in Bel Air sidewall styling. Colored vinyl is used entirely on the door panels to achieve this striking design. Body cloth in matching colors dominates the upholstery styling. Vinyl on the seat backrest is highlighted by a ribbed oblong insert high on the seat back. Thick, rich carpeting, standard on all Bel Air models, is color-keyed to the interior trim of this 1958 style leader. The Bel Air two-door sedan, a graceful performer every year, is way ahead in 58 with its rich thin pillar styling. Bright metal trim outlines the windshield and windows and fills the simulated vents on the front fenders to enhance the exterior. The Bel Air four-door sedan puts the emphasis on passenger comfort plus elegant styling, both inside and out. The Bel Air 2 and 4-door sedans, as well as sports models, have a sterling anodized aluminum insert in the side molding on two-tone models. On solid color models, this area is in a contrasting color. The Bel Air Sport Coupe shows off the longer fender lines. Metal moldings and the word Bel Air in script increase the beauty of the 58 sculptured rear fenders. Introducing the Impala, the newest Chevrolet yet, the gem of the 1958 Bel Air series. The Impala, new in design, new in styling, new in name. The Impala Sport Coupe with ultra-exclusive beauty and styling, simulated air inlet ports on rear fenders, and bright simulated vents and fender ornaments on the front fender lend further richness to the exterior appearance. Solid color Impala Sport Coupes have contrasting paint between the body side moldings. Two-tone Impala Sport Coupes have a sterling anodized aluminum insert, and it's low, only 56.4 inches, an inch lower than sedan models, yet the same length and width as the other Bel Air models. 3 tail lamps in each fender dominate the rear of the Impala models. The middle lamp for backing, with the inner and outer as tail lamps. The outer lamp also functions for stop and directional signals. Above the Sport Coupe rear window, a simulated air exhaust port blends with the roof curvature. The lavishly appointed interior of the Impala Sport Coupe features sleek vinyls, pattern cloth, bright metal, and tinted anodized aluminum in 7 color-keyed 3-tone combinations. Highlighting the Impala Sport Coupe interior is body cloth in horizontal stripes combined with washable vinyl. Seat ends are finished in bright metal for added brilliance. On the door panel, long-lasting tinted anodized aluminum surrounds the longer, more comfortable armrests and is color-keyed with sidewall vinyl. Deep pile carpeting, color-keyed to the interiors, is used as the floor covering. A wide rear pop-up armrest is mounted in the center of the seat cushion of the Impala Sport Coupe. When not in use, or if additional seat space is needed, the armrest is depressed into the cushion. And here's the Impala convertible. Newness in virtually every piece of metal, crispness in every line, bright metal on fenders and below doors adds to the exterior luxury. Between convertible side moldings is a contrasting color or an optional anodized aluminum insert. Convertible tops are color-keyed to the exterior with a choice of 2 or 3 depending on exterior color. The interior is all vinyl in 7 color-keyed 3-tone combinations styled as in the Impala Sport Coupe. The exclusive Impala nameplate with crossed flags and the Impala figure give added identification and enrich the rear fender styling. The steering wheel of the Impala models is of sports car design with an off-center appearance and tapering perforated spokes. The entire instrument panel is covered with a full-length aluminum insert which highlights the instrument cluster. The Impala name in bright metal script identifies the series and gives added distinction to the instrument panel design. Courtesy lights are located beneath the instrument panel in the convertible and on the roof rails in the Sport Coupe. The Impala Sport Coupe and convertible have, as an added safety feature, a reflector mounted on the coved end of the armrest. The reflector picks up the headlights of cars approaching from the rear when the door is open. And now, elegant and new Chevrolet Station Wagon Series. New in 58, it's a separate and distinctive series. 5 smartly styled wagons designed for beauty and utility. The Yeoman 4-door wagon combines the convenience of the sedan with the ruggedness of a cargo carrier. All 58 wagons are 58 1/2 inches high, more than 1 1/2 inches lower than last year's models. The Yeoman 2-door station wagon, smart and economical. Distinctive side molding and bright metal appointments make it stand out as the pace setter in 1958. Both the 2-door and 4-door Yeoman models have all vinyl interiors, available in 2 trim combinations and color-keyed to the exteriors. The only models to have this tough, long-lasting material throughout. And there's a lot more to the station wagon parade in the Brookwood 4-door 6-passenger wagon, just made for a family wagon or for the traveler who wants to go in style and comfort. For those who want more passenger room, the Brookwood 9-passenger wagon is tops. Plenty of space for passengers and load space galore. A rugged beauty designed for distinction and engineered for the ultimate in comfort. Both Brookwood models have the sterling anodized aluminum insert panel on 2-tone models. Solid color models have the body color in this area. Inside, the Brookwood models feature pattern cloth and vinyl for upholstery and sidewalls, available in 3 trim combinations and also color-keyed to exteriors. All wagons feature a new seat folding arrangement for quick, convenient space conversion. The rear seat on 6-passenger models and the center seat on 9-passenger models have back locks which prevent occupants from being pushed forward by shifting cargo. On the 9-passenger model, a sliding link safety catch with manual release locks the support of the rear seat, thus increasing passenger safety and reducing seat rattles. The Nomad embodies all the style and luxury of a passenger car with the load-carrying usefulness of the station wagon. A 4-door 6-passenger model, its sidelines are highlighted with a bright metal lance molding and gleaming simulated vents on the fender. 2-tone models have the textured anodized aluminum insert. Solid color Nomads have a contrasting color in this area. Bright metal moldings on the Nomad tailgate offer protection when the gate is lowered against solid objects. On the rear fender, the Nomad nameplate alongside crossed flags gives a distinction to the model identification. Another distinguishing mark of all 1958 wagons is the single unified tail light assembly. It combines tail lamp, stop light, and direction signal lamp. Backup lights, available as an accessory, fit under the crown of the rear bumper. Nomad interiors feature a combination of body cloth and vinyl with rich carpeting, all keyed to exterior color. Smartly designed link-type tailgate supports replace the previous cables, eliminating the possibility of soiling clothes. This new arrangement also gives solid support to the tailgate when in the open position and presents a neater appearance. In the Nomad, as in all 58 Chevrolet wagons, the lift gate is completely redesigned and is hinged deep in the roof panel for full height opening. Important dimensional changes greatly increase the utility and loading ease of the 58 wagons compared with the 57 models. For instance, with the tailgate down and the lift gate up, the height of the rear opening is 30 inches. The width of the opening at the belt line is 53 inches, or 9 1/2 inches more than in 57. The width at the floor is 46.5, or nearly 3 inches more. The load length with tailgate closed is 92.3 inches, or 9.8 more than in 1957. With the tailgate open, the load length is 105.8 inches, 1.6 inches more. The load space in 1958 with 3-passenger seating is 88 cubic feet, with 6-passenger seating 49 cubic feet, and with 9-passenger seating 13 cubic feet. Yes, for beauty and for utility, for carrying and for ease of loading, nothing can compare to the 58 Chevrolet wagons. They're tough, trim, terrific. And As in every parade, there's a beauty queen. And in 1958, Chevrolet's queen of the line is the flashing new Corvette, the only American sports car and every inch a leader. Extensive new styling with an entirely new exterior and interior for 58. New dual headlamps, new grille, and functional front and rear bumpers grace the lines of this beauty. Front bumpers wrap around the fenders, and the parking lights are recessed in oval housings, giving the front end a smart styling effect. Sleek and spirited, the 1958 Corvette spotlights exclusive performance and exclusive exterior refinements, including 6 acrylic paints in solid colors and two-tone combinations. The Corvette interior is new. All instruments are redesigned and relocated for better visibility and convenience. A coved area on the passenger side of the instrument panel features an anodized aluminum insert. Spanning the coved area is a vinyl-covered steel assist bar. Interiors are vinyl and available in 3 color-keyed to exterior color combinations. Longer armrests with reflectors increase passenger comfort and safety. Luxurious carpeting is another important Corvette styling touch, which completes the interior trim combinations. Yes, everyone loves a parade, especially when it's a parade for everyone. And in 1958, there's a beautiful glamour-style Chevrolet for every taste, for every purse. The 1958 Sculpturamic Chevrolet. Big, new, different. What a parade. What a car.
We live in an age of breakthroughs. The atomic barrier has been smashed. Planes have burst through the sound barrier. And in the automotive field, modern developments are also unfolding before us. Chevrolet opens a new era of practical power. Practical power that car buyers want for safe, responsive performance. For economy that shows itself in dollars and cents. For dependable, trouble-free operation as the miles roll by. Yes, Chevrolet spotlights practical power for 1958 with a new selection of power teams to give people more of what they want in 58. More practical power. Here is a great milestone of progress in practical power. The Chevrolet Blue Flame 6-cylinder engine. The dependable high-economy engine that leads the industry in 6-cylinder sales. And for 58, it's the 145 horsepower Blue Flame 6 with a 235 cubic inch displacement and an 8.25 to 1 compression ratio and more snap than ever before. It's available with 3-speed Synchromesh, Power Glide, or overdrive transmission, except on cars equipped with air suspension or air conditioning. The TurboFire V8's 283 cubic inches of practical power add new luster to Chevrolet's reputation for making every inch of engine put out tremendous performance. The TurboFire lineup for 1958 starts with the 185 horsepower TurboFire V8 with an 8.5 to 1 compression ratio and 2-barrel carburetor. This is the standard passenger car V8 for 58. With optional dual exhausts, this engine will deliver more power to the rear wheels. And this is even more so with the Big Brother TurboFire, the 230 horsepower Super TurboFire V8 with a 9.5 to 1 compression ratio and 4-barrel carburetor. And for those who want more performance, dual exhausts are available as an option. 3-speed, overdrive, Power Glide, or Turbo Glide transmissions are available with both TurboFire V8. And here is the 250 horsepower Ramjet fuel injection V8 with a 9.5 to 1 compression ratio, 283 cubic inches of displacement, and dual exhaust. Another Chevrolet practical power first. This engine is available with 3-speed or turbo glide transmission, except on cars equipped with air suspension or air conditioning. For Corvettes, there's the standard 230 horsepower Corvette V8 with 4-barrel carburetor, and the optional 245 horsepower Corvette V8 with dual 4-barrel carburetors. Both engines have a 9.5 to 1 compression ratio, 283 cubic inch displacement, and dual exhaust. They are available with close ratio 3-speed, close ratio 4-speed, or power glide transmission. This potent 250 horsepower Corvette V8 with Ramjet fuel injection has a 9.5 to 1 compression ratio, 283 cubic inches of displacement, and dual exhaust. It's available with power glide, close ratio 3-speed, or close ratio 4-speed transmission. And here's the 290 horsepower Corvette V8 with Ramjet fuel injection, a 10.5 to 1 compression ratio, 283 cubic inches of displacement, and dual exhaust. Here is an engine that's truly a masterpiece of design. More than 1 horsepower from each cubic inch of displacement. Another first for Chevrolet. It's available with close ratio 3-speed or close ratio 4-speed transmission. And speaking of transmissions, let's take a closer look at the lineup for 58. The standard 3-speed synchromesh transmission used with V8 engines has new lower ratios, which result in greater performance, durability, and increased ease and smoothness of operation. 3- and 4-speed close ratio transmissions are offered in the 58 Corvette to take advantage of the high power-to-weight ratios. For the economy-minded, Thrifty Overdrive provides smooth, gas-saving driving that's easy on the engine. And there's good news in 58 for those people who like their driving strictly automatic. Pace-setting Power Glide has been further perfected for still smoother operation. A convenient new quadrant layout allows quick shifts from drive to reverse to make rocking easy in snow, mud, or sand. And for the last word in transmissions, there's Turbo Glide, the sensationally smooth triple-turbine torque converter. Turbo Glide is the transmission that eliminates gear shifting for all forward driving and gives owners a Chevrolet safety first, the brake-saving grade retarder. Yes, Chevrolet know-how has resulted in dramatic strides in engineering progress. And in 1958, there's an exciting new development. We enter a new era with engines that highlight practical power. The brand new turbo thrust V8s featuring wedge-fire combustion chambers with a mighty 348 cubic inch displacement for sparkling performance, dollars and cents economy, and long-lasting strength and dependability. This all-new engine offers many revolutionary engineering ideas to give it new efficiency, new practical power, another Chevrolet first. The wedge-fire combustion chambers of the turbo thrust V8s are fully machined to assure that all chambers are precisely the same. Note that the combustion chamber face of the cylinder head is machined instead of rough cast as in ordinary engines. This means new precision-balanced power for smooth engine performance and money-saving durability. This new feature is made possible by several advanced engineering designs. First, there's a new shape in pistons. This gabled roof design compresses the fuel mixture with a swirling motion that promotes valve cooling and smooth burning for outstanding all-around engine performance. The faces of the cylinder block, rather than being perpendicular to the bores, are tilted at 16 degrees. The resulting large oval cylinder openings in the face of the block and staggered valve location make it possible to use extra-large valves. These large valves, coupled with these large passages in the cylinder head, provide new perfection in engine breathing. The intake of just the right fuel-air mixture and the proper exhausting of burnt gases mean new practical power. In the turbo thrust cylinder head, the valves open from a flat machine surface to allow the gas-air mixture and exhaust gases to flow more quickly and easily, and give the engine better breathing for more power with economy. In ordinary engines, the valves are usually set in rough cast coves in the head, which form the combustion chambers. The spark plugs are located near the middle of the combustion chamber. They ignite the fuel mixture quickly and evenly for combustion that squeezes new performance value out of the gasoline. Put all these precision features together, and you get the revolutionary Turbo Thrust V8s, brand new, practical power champions that perform every engine function efficiently to combine modern performance with old-fashioned thriftiness. And there's new rugged durability, because in the middle driving ranges, where a Turbo Thrust V8 produces highly practical power, it's just loafing along. For example, at 40 miles per hour, the Turbo Thrust V8 uses only about 10% of its available power. In short, the Turbo Thrust V8 is a high-performance, high-economy engine that's built to last. And it's available as an option in two versions. First, there's the 250 horsepower Turbo Thrust V8 with a 9.5 to 1 compression ratio. It's equipped with a 4-barrel carburetor, dual exhaust, and is available with 3-speed Synchro Mesh, Power Glide, or Turbo Glide. Also available is the 280 horsepower Super Turbo Thrust V8 with a 9.5 to 1 compression ratio, 3 2-barrel carburetors, and dual exhaust. This optional engine is available with 3-speed or Turbo Glide transmission. To provide a detailed understanding of the Turbo Thrust V8s through closer examination and free discussion, the remainder of this film is presented without sound.
It's well if it smoothly provides the necessary reaction to all suspension movements.
Engineering talk, huh? In other words, a good ride comes from a solid foundation. And Chevrolet's all-new, all-advanced chassis for 58 assures a solid foundation from the bottom up. Chevrolet's new compact, all-welded safety girder frame has a box section front crossmember, box girder center beam, channel section rear crossmember, and box girder diagonal members. These all mean strength. Now, in addition, Chevrolet's entirely new safety girder frame is 30% more rigid than the previous rectangular-shaped frame. Results? Greater resistance to road shocks, better car stability, longer chassis and body life, and easier riding. Rear shock absorber upper ends are now mounted to the frame and not to the underbody. The result? Added rigidity. More rigid mounting lets the shocks operate more effectively and dampen out even more road jarring. That's why riding and driving are more comfortable and relaxing. The entirely new full coil spring suspension contributes importantly to the ultra smoothness of the 58 Chevrolet ride. Now the ride's quieter and more stable because of less shake and harshness. With coil springs, there's no friction as there is in leaf-type springs, which rub together to cause wear. Coil springs assure more uniform and noiseless operation. In addition, Chevrolet's front suspension improvements for 58 provide even better dive control during braking, softer riding, more durability, and improved handling on turns. The anti-dive angle of the upper control arm is larger. This angle increase to 10 degrees from 7.5 helps reduce front-end dive during braking even more for better control and safer, more comfortable driving. Then, too, front wheel travel is increased approximately 1 inch in both bump and rebound. Chevrolet rides more softly, and there's less possibility of annoying and uncomfortable bumping or bottoming of the suspension on rough roads. There's extra durability in the improved spherical joints. The upper joint is now preloaded with a rubber compression ring instead of the coil spring formerly used. The lower joint, which carries the weight of the car, is now housed in a steel forging, and the ball shank is larger for greater durability. In V8 models, a stabilizer bar at the front of the frame assures an even more stable ride, especially on extremely sharp turns. Yes, Chevrolet's front suspension improvements are great, but there's still more. The completely redesigned 4-link rear suspension system is another important Chevrolet first in the low-price field. Let's see how it operates. The upper suspension arm, which connects the rear axle housing and frame, helps provide quiet and smooth power flow to the rear wheels. It also helps keep the rear axle in alignment. The lower suspension arm, coil spring, and shock absorber at each wheel control up and down rear wheel movements. The upper and lower suspension arms take all driving and braking forces, so the coil springs are virtually free to cushion road shocks, thus providing better absorption of bumps for a smoother, more stable ride. In the ordinary leaf spring suspension, the springs have to absorb the driving forces of the rear wheels as well as the up and down movement of the wheels. This means that the springs are distorted when the car starts or stops, tending to cause bounce and vibration to reach the body, especially when the wheels hit a bump in the road. This new full coil 4-link suspension means that rear end lift of the car during braking is reduced as much as 47% below last year's models. But that's not all. Rear end dip during acceleration is practically eliminated. Remember, less lift, less dip, and less braking dive keep Chevrolet more level when accelerating and stopping. And the chassis has been improved in other ways. The wheelbase is 117.5 inches, 2.5 inches longer than last year. The front wheel tread is increased to 58.8 inches, 0.8 inch wider, making it the same as the rear tread. There's better cradling of passengers because of longer wheelbase. There's better stability because of the wide wheel tread, front and rear. Yes, Chevrolet for 58 has a completely new chassis from safety girder frame to 4-link rear suspension. Chevrolet for 58 offers a full measure of ride in an extra solid foundation built to take and absorb all kinds of road pounding. And now, yes, that's right, you, the young lady with the little blue hat. Will you tell us what ride means to you?
Well, I enjoy driving and riding most when I don't have to tire myself out driving or trying to park.
Then ride to you means easy handling, among other things. The 58 Chevrolet steers quickly and easily, and you will have safe, sure control at all times. For instance, all steering gear linkage is in front of the front axle center line. There's a faster overall steering ratio of 23-1, as against 25.7-1 in 57. These improvements provide faster steering, thus easier handling even in the tightest spots. New low-friction nylon bushings in the steering mechanism help keep steering effort low and add to Chevrolet's easier handling. The steering knuckle, the part connecting the front wheel to the front suspension and steering system, is inclined at a greater angle from the wheel. This gives the front wheels more self-aligning ability. And the result? Front wheels straighten themselves out more positively when coming out of a turn. This is the reason why the 58 Chevrolet is even more stable at road speeds and safer on curves. Chevrolet's new foot-operated parking brake and quick-acting release handle reduce driver effort and provide greater safety, especially when starting and parking on hills. And to make driving and parking still more comfortable and convenient, there's new positive locking of the ignition switch. The key cannot be removed from the off-unlocked position. This helps prevent leaving the ignition unlocked unintentionally. However, when the driver leaves the car at a parking lot, the key can be removed from the on position. The attendant can move the car and turn the switch to the off-unlocked position. The car can be started without the key, but the switch cannot be turned to off-locked without the key. How about you over there, the man with the lunch pail? What do you want in a ride?
A machine that's quiet and smooth is usually a good machine, I always say. Same thing in a car. I like a quiet, smooth ride.
And you'll get all that and plus in the 58 Chevrolet. Chevrolet's famous quality-designed body by Fisher has extra durability, extra quietness, and extra safety. The new double-wall cowl functions as a bridge-like truss that arches between the frame members to stiffen the front part of the body. And new front body mount legs take up road shocks passing through the frame. There's extra body strength from larger and heavier gauge box section rocker panels of side rail construction. The reinforced underbody has bigger and more rigid cross members, and the body center pillar is heavier up to the belt line. In addition, new 4-piece rear seat bracing, reinforced box section roof rails, and heavily contoured rear quarter panels add to the traditional strength of Chevrolet's famed double-ribbed center roof bowl. A new 1-piece inner hood panel makes the 58 hood far stronger. In all, Chevrolet's body advancements provide even more quietness, comfort, durability, and safety. For instance, the vacuum windshield wiper on 6-cylinder cars now uses a vacuum booster. This booster automatically cuts in to keep the wipers working even when the car is accelerated. New 2-speed electric windshield wiper motors, standard equipment on V8 models, optional on 6s, provide constant wiper action with no slowdown or stalling when passing, going uphill, or accelerating. Besides, there's uniform wiping without skipping, even with wet snow. Wiper operation is smoother. Jerky action at the end of the stroke is completely eliminated. Windshield wiper linkage is now located within the cowl instead of the instrument panel for less windshield wiper noise. And more body improvements come in other ways. Larger windshield glass area on all models increases front visibility. Sedans and station wagons have 4.4% more square inches of windshield. The Impala Sport Coupe and convertible have 8% more. Besides, there's more wraparound, too. But that's not all. Dual headlights,
the greatest advance in automotive lighting since the sealed beam units are a boon to both city and country driving. During low beam operation, the two outside lights channel the light along the right-hand side of the road, and there's up to 100 feet more illumination than with a single lamp system. Drivers of oncoming cars are not blinded. On high beam, all four headlamps are used. The two inner lamps direct their light down the highway, and the second filaments of the outer lamps give the high beam light greater body. Sure, go ahead. Try the doors. Check the fit of the sheet metal. Take any measure you want for your test of Chevrolet's solid, quiet, and safe riding. By every standard, Chevrolet's famous Body by Fisher more than meets the high standards today's car buyers expect and deserve. And what's your opinion, madam? You've been listening to these others. Tell us what you think about today's car ride.
A person can't relax anymore. All that fussing around with your feet to find a place for them.
You want to sit comfortably. Yes, roominess makes for enjoyable riding. And there's extra room in Chevrolet for a very good reason. Closely interlocking body and frame designs with side rail construction body rocker panels provide added strength, added road holding ability, and added comfort. The underbody is lower, utilizing the space at the sides of the safety girder frame. The tunnel is relatively low because the new two-piece propeller shaft passes through the frame. The 58 Chevrolet is not only lower, it's longer and roomier. For example, there's more leg room, more hip room, and even more headroom in some models. 58 sedans have 3 inches more rear legroom and slightly more front and rear hip room. Sport coupes, convertibles, and station wagons have more headroom, both front and rear. Yes, in spite of the new low silhouette, the 1958 Chevrolet has traditional interior spaciousness and even more room in places which mean extra comfort. Better ventilation for 58 also adds up to increased riding comfort. Outside air now enters through the air inlet on the cowl. Incoming air is better distributed through the car because outlets are in new positions on the side kick panels. Pure riding pleasure. That's how Chevrolet measures up in comfort. The tallest and the shortest sit comfortably. And there's room to stretch, lean back, and relax. And what about you, sir? You've undoubtedly owned many types of cars. What are you looking for in a ride?
Frankly, I think cars have about everything possible now. Could there be anything really new and different?
The answer is yes. Something different in ride control, something extra is offered in the 58 Chevrolet to give you that feel of riding different. For 1958, Chevrolet offers Level Air suspension, the greatest automotive ride advancement since knee action. This extra quality riding feature is available as an option on all V8s except fuel injection models. Now here's how it works and what it means to you. First, an air spring takes the place of the steel coil spring at each wheel. Air is drawn through the air cleaner and pumped by the air compressor into the high pressure tank, where it is distributed to each of the 4 air springs. When the piston in the air spring is raised through wheel motion, the piston and rubber bellows are pushed into the air reservoir. Bumps are cushioned by the compression of air and expansion of the rubber bellows. These highly sensitive air springs are able to absorb the most severe road shocks and minor road bumps with amazing smoothness. In addition, constant car height and an equally soft ride are assured whether there's 1 or 6 people in the car, a bag of groceries, or hundreds of pounds of luggage. Level Air, Chevrolet's air suspension, provides the full measure of deluxe riding smoothness no matter what the road, pavement, cobblestones, or gravel. With Chevrolet and Level Air, virtually every road becomes a smooth boulevard. Here is everybody's measure of ride, the 58 Chevrolet. Add up the size, the room, the road behavior, the panoramic visibility. Use any dimension, any valuation. The chassis and body construction advanced in every detail makes Chevrolet's ride comfortable as well as classy. Pick the road. Pick the going, accelerating, cruising, or passing. The 58 Chevrolet rides, steers, and stops with level action. Chevrolet for 58. More than ever before, the full measure of riding comfort.
It's beautiful. And when I wear it with my new accessories...
The smart girl who buys the right dress to begin with and accessorizes it properly can dress in the height of fashion, look right, and feel right for any occasion. It's the same with an automobile. When the customer starts with the right car, the glamorous new 1958 Chevrolet, and complements it with the proper Chevrolet accessories, it'll take him anywhere in the height of comfort, convenience, and fashion. And Chevrolet offers so many accessories to choose from. Accessories custom designed to make the beautiful new 1958 Chevrolet more striking than ever. The smart new front fender ornaments, for example, add a dashing style note. Standard equipment on the Bel Air models, they add the deluxe look to all other models and call attention to the long, low lines of the car. Chrome door trim accessories create the well-groomed, complete look so essential to true style. And they're practical as well. They're priced low, so low that nearly everyone will want them when they are shown how much the appearance value of their new Chevrolet is protected. For instance, door handle shields protect the finish around the handle from fingernail and ring scratches. And door edge guards prevent chipping of finish on door edges. Another feature which improves and protects car appearance is the lustrous stainless steel body sill molding. It underlines the sleek, racy lines of the car and protects the sill from stone bruises and winter road salt. This feature, which is standard on Impala models, is a wise investment for all other models. Stainless steel simulated dual exhaust ports on the rear fenders accent the impression of fleetness, the big car profile of the Sculpturamic 58 Chevrolet. A pair, even two pairs, can be installed for that impressive look of power. Another accessory for the style conscious, wheel spinners, bright chrome ornaments for wheel discs or hubcaps. And the ultimate in personalized elegance, the Continental Wheel Carrier, contributing to the sports car look that's such high fashion in motor cars today. And there's more. For 1958, everything is provided, not only to make Chevrolet the most eye-catching car on the road, but also to let your customers choose the accessories they want to make their new Chevrolet the safest, most comfortable, easiest handling car they've ever driven. Make sure they know about backup lamps that come on automatically when you shift into reverse, to light up the area behind your car, to let the driver in back know you're in reverse, making parking or backing up at night safer and more convenient. As further assistance, there are outside rear view body mount mirrors for both sides of the car. The mirrors have chrome deposited on the front of the glass, not silvered behind as in ordinary mirrors. This feature ensures minimum distortion, and mirrors are positioned to give safe, clear, wide-angle rear vision without unnecessary movement of eyes or head. The inside flip-type rear-view mirror is a dual-purpose mirror, clear view during the day, but which adjusts at the flick of a finger at night to dim the glare from headlights on cars behind, while still giving clear, wide-angle rear vision. Power-operated windshield washer. At a simple touch of a button or press of a foot, the windshield is sprayed, the wiper is set in motion, the glass is cleared, the wiper is stopped, and the blades are returned to off position, all automatically. Here's a feature that assures safe, clear vision and year-round safety and convenience. You will also want to demonstrate the new vacuum ashtray to your prospects. Put ashes or cigarette stubs in the tray, press the lever, and swish, they disappear into a container under the dash. Gone safely, completely. Helps keep highways clean, prevents fires, and leaves no smoky smell in the car. And here's a first in accessories for 58. Power brakes with low pedal, just like the factory installation, can now be dealer installed. Here's another advancement that helps you make faster car deliveries. Gives your customers easy accelerator to brake foot movement for positive brake operation with less foot pressure. And of course, just about every prospect is interested in the new transistorized push-button radio with printed circuit, the most modern and trouble-free radio in its price range. It comes complete with elliptical 6x9 speaker and a choice of front or rear antenna. And give every new car buyer the opportunity to buy a rear seat speaker. A three-way switch allows operation of the front speaker only, the rear speaker only, or both together for hi-fi effect. Be sure to sell the hi-fi effect to Impala customers, since the Impala is already equipped with a rear seat speaker grill. Here's an accessory that has already proved its popularity, the convenient litter container that can double as a second glove compartment. So handy when traveling, especially with children. Helps keep the car neat, clean, and orderly. And be sure to remind prospects that in many states, it is against the law to throw trash on the highway. And most buyers want front and rear contour floor mats. Color-keyed to match interiors, they highlight Chevrolet's luxury lounge styling. Then, too, they're durable and easy to clean. Something new for the station wagon set is the new all-stainless steel, permanently installed rooftop luggage carrier, making the Chevrolet station wagon for 58 even more versatile and useful. No more problem of what to take and what to leave behind. Just tell the customer you can take everything with you when you have a rooftop luggage carrier on your station wagon. Of course, everybody wants a radio and heater. These have become practically standard equipment on the car of today. But in addition, there are a few accessories that every car buyer should own. We should think of these not as accessories, but as necessaries. Because they've been proved so popular, many salesmen actually sell them as new car features. So always suggest a basic package of accessories that every customer should have. The necessaries for your passenger car prospects are backup lights, power-operated windshield washer, outside rear-view mirrors, inside flip-type rear-view mirror, and contour mats. Naturally, you'll add other accessories to meet each prospect's particular needs, to individualize the new car, make it just right for each customer. For truck buyers, the pickup truck prospect especially, the necessaries you might suggest as a package are windshield washer, direction signals, outside rear-view body mount mirrors, and utility tray. This way, you'll make sure the customer has the basics he needs to make his new Chevrolet passenger car or truck the most comfortable and convenient he has ever driven. Let accessories help you make more car and truck sales. Put your best foot forward. Present the beautiful new 1958 product at their very best by showing that accessories complete the picture of Chevrolet comfort, convenience, and fashion. Sell accessory features as plus features of the car. For instance, you might say this: the interior of the Chevrolet is more beautiful than ever this year. Here's one important reason: the contour floor mats that blend with the interior colors. And they're custom formed to fit the floor of the car. Can't slide around or slip out of place. The 1958 Chevrolet is the most beautiful car in Chevrolet history. New from bumper to bumper, packed with the reasons people buy: comfort, convenience, fashion. And with accessories, the new 1958 Chevrolet is even more outstanding. The car that goes all the way in style and practical beauty. Use accessories to personalize the new Chevrolet and make it just right for each prospect. Put your best foot forward by helping buyers see features of accessories as plus features that make Chevrolet for 1958 more car than they ever dreamed possible. This is the way to let accessories help you to more car and truck sales in 58.